Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Terrace Lodge Redevelopment Fundraising Committee meeting on February 26, 2024. I'd like to call the meeting to order. And to begin, we'll have a look at the agenda. So short and sweet today. I think it's our post-gala recovery meeting, and just starting to brainstorm how we want to and what strategies we want to use for fundraising. But so that's the gist of the agenda. Anything else you'd like to see on the agenda? Any changes? I'm not seeing any, so could I have a resolution?
Resolved that the agenda for the February 26, 2024 meeting of the Terrace Lodge Redevelopment Fundraising Committee be approved as presented.
Mover and seconder, please. Jamie moves. Emerald seconds. All in favor? And that's carried. Jim, you're in favor? Can we hear you?
Am I not coming through on video?
No, we can hear you.
You're not missing much anyway.
Okay, so you'll just have to vote verbally.
I'm in favor of it, yes.
Okay, thank you. Next is adoption of the minutes from our last meeting, which was, what was the date? January 15th. Assuming everybody has had a chance to review those minutes, any errors or omissions? Not seeing anyone say anything or do any move in any way. So can I have a resolution for the adoption of the minutes, please?
Resolved that the minutes of the meeting held on January 15th, 2024 be adopted.
Mover and seconder.
I'll move.
Jim moves, Wendy seconds, all in favor? And that's carried. Thank you. Any disclosure of pecuniary interests or the general nature thereof? Not seeing any. We don't have any delegation, so we'll move to item number 6, report. The first report from Director of Financial Services for a fundraising financial update. Jennifer.
Good afternoon. Since the last report was provided for the year end December 31st, 2023, and at that time the total funds raised after expenses was $328,811. This report provides the committee with an overall summary update for the campaign as of February 20th, 2024. And since that last report, the amount of funds raised have been $332,667, which means that the total increase is $3,856 since the last report. On the next page, in the column 2024, that first number minus 165 is not correct. I apologize for that. I just noticed that. And so we're still in the process right now of finalizing the donations received for the gala. From the Kinsman and for the Terrace Lodge fundraising. So far, we've received $1,510. And then the other monies that were received were from online donations, approximately $2,346. That should be the total in that column. So as I was trying to bring in the 2024 year, something went wrong in that. So I'll correct that. So far to date, 73% of the overall campaign total has been reached. And I don't have a comparator number for 2024. So if you want to provide that, I could refresh the sheet for you. If there's any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
Thank you. Any questions? Doesn't look like there are any. So again, as you mentioned, Jennifer, this doesn't include the results of the gala. We'll have those very soon, but I think it did really well. And it's nice to see that even with numbers before the gala, there's still been some movement in the right direction. So we're inching away closer and closer to our goal. So that's really nice to see. And I think we've been able to follow up. I know last meeting we talked about a few of the pledges that needed follow-up. So those follow-ups have taken place, and I think we're all good. The pledges will come through as planned. So any other comments? Nope. Looks like we're in good shape. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And perhaps while I think about it, I know I'm looking at Tanya, we talked about starting to report on items, like as a separate report on items that are purchased. And so I'm not sure if that's something that we've started yet, or we're ready, or.
I haven't connected with Tanya. We do have some of the items ticked off. I know that have been purchased, but I don't probably know everything at this point. So I'd like to just connect with her before we finalize that.
Okay, I think it would be nice to start reporting on that, since we have 73% of the funds, and we know that some parts of the lodge have been, are ready to be utilized. So there's probably room to start getting some items, or at least reporting on what has been purchased. So we'll look forward to that.
Yeah.
I don't know if is the next meeting potentially in March.
We could probably get together before then, Tanya.
Yep, that sounds great.
Okay.
Okay, excellent. It'll be nice to report on that. Thank you
No
so
problem.
much. I know it's a busy time.
It's a busy time, but I think
Finance
it's
department, so
I'd
appreciate
be
it.
excited to see what happens with the gala. I think
Yes.
it's exciting for you.
Yes, excellent. And thank you for the support behind the scenes too. I know we've also been issuing tax receipts, and that needed some coordination from your office. So
Yes.
that was
That's good.
that was much
Worked out well.
appreciated. So yeah, so if there's anyone missing a tax receipt for their donation for 2023, don't hesitate to contact any members of the committee.
Yeah, if you ever hear of anyone that's looking for a tax sheet, we can always reprint them or get them out to them.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, it's tax season too. My goodness. Okay, so if there are no questions or further comments, can I have a resolution to the report, please?
Resolved that the report titled Fundraising Financial Update dated February 26, 2024 from the Director of Financial Services / Treasurer be received and filed.
Can I have a mover and seconder, please? Jane moves. Emerald second, all in favor? And that's carried. Great, so next we'll move to our fundraising gala update. Can I turn it over to you, Jamie, for some highlights?
So first of all, I'd like to thank the Kinsmen immensely. And then I had some volunteers outside of the board and the Kinsmen. And they were fabulous, and we couldn't have done it without them. So there's 5 of them, actually 6. We have our co-person as well. So there's 6 of them outside of the board and the Kinsmen. We had approximately 122 attend. Now, there was some that purchased tickets and then couldn't come. So their tickets were given to some of the volunteers.
Nice.
So they could enjoy the lovely dinner, which was from Chrissy's Catering in Tilsonburg, and it was fabulous. And if you were there, you got to enjoy a very nice dinner. Our guests were very generous, and we're still waiting for some final numbers, but let's just say I was very pleased with the results and the generous donations from the community, and not just businesses, but individuals who just stepped up and contributed in great form. The Hall of Lovely, we want to thank Deb Demas for that. She volunteered her time. She was very sick at the time and helped us to get everything organized Friday night and Saturday morning, and couldn't attend the end of the gala. So we just want to make sure that she gets totally recognized. If we could send her a thank you letter, that would be great.
And so the volunteers as well.
Yeah.
You probably have a list, right?
I can get you her information. So.
Nice.
Oh, the other volunteers,
Yeah,
yeah,
the
we can
group,
do that
yeah.
as well. Yep. And everyone was lovely. We very formal outfits and everyone was dressed really nicely, but I don't know if everyone knew what to expect. So it was nice to see people dressed up and having fun, and it was a good time. And thank you, Evan. We had 7 Evan for our music. And so, yeah, so that's all I have for now.
Very nice. Well, congratulations. As you know, I wasn't there, but from everything I read and see, and even some of the numbers coming in and the comments on social media, it was a success from all accounts, like a fun evening, but also very productive for Terrace Lodge and the Comforts of Home campaign. I want to thank you, Jamie, again for the vision that was you got us there, and in a short time. And so with the Kinsman and Paul and Andy, I want to thank Sarah Leach, our committee, who's been doing an amazing job.
Our committee members as well.
Yeah.
Who helped.
So Sarah's working hard on sorting out all of the numbers and the donations, and also just, I think the day before, was working hard on sending the tax receipts, and so really she's doing an amazing job as a treasurer. We're very, very fortunate, and members of the committee and everybody. There was a lot of back and forth, a lot of action on emails, and everybody gathering different auction items. There was a lot of work from everybody to make it a success. But again, with your leadership, Jamie and so everybody, it's a lot of work, but it pays off.
But it paid off.
And so that's just a great story. So more to come. I think more pictures, some presentations. We'll probably look to do some presentations and pictures with donors. I think we'll be able to share.
Kira has those,
Yeah.
yeah.
So we'll be able to, over the next few weeks, share those pictures on social media and thank the sponsors and donors, and thank the Kinsman as well, more formally.
And I don't know if anyone who attended took pictures, but if you did, if you could pass them along, because I was too busy and forgot to take pictures.
Yes, of course. So yes, anyone who has pictures, and we just finished singing your praise.
Oh.
Just how wonderful treasurer you have been, a treasure for our for our committee, because we know it's a lot of work too. So yeah. So. And yeah, I know there was a change of time.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Yes, and I couldn't find the meeting room, so.
Right.
I had the same problem.
Yeah, that's right. We like to keep it interesting.
Yes.
Keep moving the meeting. So we move the time, we move the location. So want to keep it a challenge, keep it interesting. So yeah, so overall, congratulations to everyone. And like I said, more to come, more specific numbers, unless I think it's too early probably to do final
Yes,
numbers.
yeah, the Kinsmen don't have their numbers finalized yet. They're getting closer. Their preliminary numbers suggest that there will be donation receipts
Nice.
on behalf of the tickets. So that's
Yes.
promising. So we'll
Fantastic.
have to wait and see how it all.
Okay,
pans
well,
out.
keep the suspense going a little bit. So people tune in to the next meeting. So great. I don't know if anybody else wanted to share comments about the event. We'll do a post-mortem, like more in terms of if there are any lessons learned and organizational details, but outside of the committee, more for the organizers. But just if there are any other general comments from anyone, happy to hear those.
I was there. We were very impressed with the event.
Nice.
I was also there. My husband was working, so I got a couple of girlfriends to come with me. And one of them is actually an event planner, and she commented that it was very well run. So the meal was fantastic, and I thought I concurred with her assessment. But she used to do this for a living all over the world, so she said it was really well done. So I wanted to share that feedback with you.
Nice. That's fabulous to
And
hear.
thank her again for helping us. She actually helped us figure out what the minimum bid should be. So for
Oh,
future reference, it should be 25% of the value of the item. It should be
okay.
the minimal bid. So she helped us out with that.
Nice. Oh, that's so much fun. Everybody pitching in. Wendy.
I just wanted to congratulate everyone on it. Jamie, you did an outstanding job. You pulled it all together from, like Dominique identified, a really short period of time. And the team that was there the night before, I didn't get a lot done, but Sarah and Jenna and Michelle, everybody that was out there that I saw, it was beautiful. It was really, really beautiful. It was exciting to be a part of it. Thank you.
I'm sorry that you couldn't join us that evening.
Mhm. Great. Well, we'll just have to do another one. Right? So that everybody could be there. Sarah.
I would like to thank all financial services from the county for all their help and double checking numbers and very, very helpful. And Anne downstairs and Susie for their help with the point of sale terminal, as well as printing all of the income tax receipts for last year.
Nice.
So yeah, it's a team effort.
Yes, it's definitely working out really well. Everybody pitching in, so it's nice to see for a good cause. Wonderful. Okay, well, we'll leave it at that for now. Like I said, more photos and details and numbers to come. And so watch for that on social media and at our next meeting. And we don't need a motion to receive the verbal update. So next on the agenda is just other business. I thought now that the gala is behind us and I think we wrapped up chocolate sales, or you can correct me.
They're still ongoing.
Or they're still ongoing? Yeah, nice. Okay, so we know we've got that going. We know we talked about trying to sort of push for a finish by the end of June. Once we have the numbers from the gala, we'll know what our target is. I'm wondering right now if there are any burning ideas, or if we just want to maybe just plant the seed right now. You may recall in October, we had a laundry list, a bit of ideas, and some of them we decided were not feasible. Some of them we said, let's wait, maybe we do in the spring, like there was a flower sale, for example. Or so I'm happy to entertain ideas today and then maybe to make a decision. Okay, so what are the 2 or 3 things we want to pursue for the next few months? Jamie?
I was asked, one of the donations to the gala was from Pampered Chef. And we've been offered to do a fundraiser for Pampered Chef. I do have some catalogs. I didn't bring them today. I was running behind. So if we're interested, how it would work is you would take orders in a little different way. You would basically write down the items that they're looking for. I can get into more detail after, but if you're interested, a percentage of the sales would be donated back to the campaign. So it would be a matter of everyone going out and seeing if they could sell some Pampered Chef.
Okay, items, yeah.
Yeah, so if you're interested, I can bring you more details.
Amaryllis, did you want to comment on that?
Oh, I just had a question, Jamie. Would that be also available for online ordering, or it would have to specifically be handwritten or?
Yeah, I want to say I think so, but I have to confirm that because when she was telling me, it was kind of a rush thing, and I can't remember all the details, and it wasn't written down, so I would have to confirm that.
Okay, thanks. Because I know those can be quite successful too, like to have that opportunity for online as well. Yeah. So if we do, that's great.
Okay. Do you want to bring more details at our next meeting?
Yeah, I will ask her again when my head's not full of gala. And I do have the books for it already, so I can bring them next time. And
I think we've had some, I want to say Terrace Lodge staff who have run, because I remember receiving a donation. We've received a couple of donations from Pempered Chef. So I think that has worked well before. I don't think we haven't not done it as members of the committee, but others have and have donated the proceeds. So yeah, great idea. Any other ideas that spring to mind right now? And like I said, what I'll do for the next meeting is bring back some of the items that we had deferred for future consideration, so we can revisit that to see what we want to tackle. And
I
now we'll
did love the,
continue. Yeah, Amaryllis?
oh, sorry. I did love the idea of doing something for Mother's Day. So we probably have to get on that sooner than later.
Okay. And I think our Michelle, I know, sent her regrets for today's meeting, and I think she had brought up the idea because we considered the poinsettia. There was an option of doing a Christmas sale or a Mother's Day sale, and then the poinsettia, I think we were too short on time. So I think she had the details for that. So I'll circle back so she'll be prepared maybe for the next meeting, so we can jump on that. Okay. Excellent.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Let me see. It would be Crampton.
So potential flower sales or Mother's Day, something. Okay, and like I said, so the chocolates continue. Anything to say or add about that? We got it all under control, Wendy?
We have, 70 of the, well, in total, we have 109 chocolate bars left to sell. So
Okay,
another round will probably, hopefully finish it, I hope. And I haven't been able to go out and check the stores over the past few weeks, so it's a couple weeks and I can.
nice.
And I'm
Okay,
sitting with a bunch of money here. I think it's around 12 or 1300 or more that I'll bring over as soon as I can get this off.
oh, okay, perfect. As long as it's well guarded.
Which we live in Elmer. Oh,
Bam, yeah.
I was gonna say, great.
Well, we'll connect with you, Wendy. If you're not comfortable keeping that at home, we can always arrange between committee members to pick it up for you and deliver it to the county. That shouldn't be too hard. So
I have the rules. I just have to get on to that, but I'll get those toonies and loonies done.
okay, perfect. Okay, we'll coordinate with you. We can make that happen.
Okay.
You've done a lot of driving around in the past for us to, so that's our turn. And when I say our turn, I say I think it's my turn. So I'll connect with you. Okay, anything else strategy wise for today? Sounds like we're good. So I would say put your thinking cap on to see anything that you'd like to suggest for us to look at over the next few months. But for sure, we'll look at next month, we'll discuss further and decide around the flower sale or something around Mother's Day. We may want to consider an online auction. I know the Springfield Swans had volunteered to help us and sort of teach us and help us organize it. So that's something we may want to consider if we don't think we've tapped out all of sources for donations for auction items. But there may be another volunteer group who wants to partner also. So keep your eyes and ears open for that. So we've had success with the Swans, with the Kinsmen. So there might be another group who wants to do something with us. And now everybody knows what a great crew we are. We can sell tickets, we can, do some labor. So that would be nice to see if there's another event around the corner where we can partner. So we'll keep our eyes open for that. Any further comments then? Any other business? Okay, so we'll move to correspondence. I don't believe we have any. So we'll move to closed meeting items. So we'll need the resolution to move into close, please.
Resolved that we do now proceed into closed meeting session in accordance with the Municipal Act to discuss the following matters under Municipal Act Section 239(2). Closed meeting item number 1, closed meeting minutes, January 15th, 2024. Closed meeting item number 2, donor outreach update. Under B, personal matters about an identifiable individual, including municipal or local board employees.
Thank you. May I have a mover and seconder, please? Jamie moves, Amaryllis seconds. All in favor?
Yes.
And that's carried. Thank you. Good. And we are back. May I have a resolution to move out of closed session, please?
Resolved that we do now rise and report.
Mover and seconder, please. Jamie
Move.
moves, Sarah seconds. All in favor?
Yes.
That's carried. Thank you. For the first closed meeting item, resolution.
Resolved that the closed meeting minutes from January 15th, 2024 be approved.
Mover and seconder, please. Sarah moves, Wendy seconds. All in favor? That's carried. Thank you. And the last item.
Resolved that the confidential verbal donor outreach update be received and filed.
Mover and seconder. Amaryllis moves. Jamie seconds. All in favor? And that's
Yes.
carried. Thank you, Jim. So the date of the next meeting, what should we look at? So potentially either March 11th. Actually is not good for me. March 18th. Is that a possibility for everybody? And I'm going to assume that generally speaking, 4:30 is better. I apologize, I had a conflict. I had to move today's meeting up a little bit. Is there a preference for 4:30?
I have no problem with the 4 o'clock myself.
And Amaryllis, what's easier for you or Sarah, Jeannie? 4 or 4:30?
Either works.
Yeah, I mean, generally it's tight for me to get in at 4, but I'm usually in by 4:05. So if you want to stay at 4, that's fine.
For staff, is it easier if we start at 4? Probably
It
is,
is,
right?
but
Yeah. So Amaryllis, if that's okay, and I think if everybody else is okay with 4, I think it might be easier for staff. And if you're a few minutes late, I think that's fine. We get through all the formalities at the beginning of the meeting anyway. Would that be okay?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, that works fine for me. I prefer to accommodate the majority.
That's
I'll
very
only
nice
be a
of you.
minute. I'll only be a minute or two late, and
Yeah.
on a great day, I can get out of there at about 3:35 and be home in plenty of time. It's just some days not so much.
Yes, unpredictable sometimes. And Jamie, you're okay with 4?
yeah,
Wonderful. Okay, so March 18th at 4 p.m. We shall meet again. So if there's nothing else, then I'll call for the motion to adjourn.
resolved that we do now adjourn at 5:06 p.m. to meet again on March 18th at 4:30 p.m.
Mover and seconder, please. Jamie moves.
I got it to work.
Did you want to change that to 4 p.m.?
Oh, Jim, now you can second.
Yes.
All in favor?
Sorry, I said 4:30. It's
Oh,
4 o'clock.
Okay, so that the record show that the resolution actually says 4 p.m. And who moved it? Was it just to
Jim.
confirm?
Jamie.
Jim, Jamie moved and Jim seconded. All in favor? And that's carried. Wonderful. Thank you so much for making the time today and your flexibility.